Majority of the Singaporeans would prefer to stay in a private condo rather than a HDB because it's more exclusive and quiet in a way. However, they think that the barrier of entry is too high, so they do not dare to take the first step.
It's easy to see why clients are a little bit reluctant. Let's say a 4-room HDB in Bishan, costing around 545,000 average. A private resale condo, maybe even a smaller condominium, same location Bishan, is costing around 1.2 to 1.3, so it's about double the price. It's not an easy task, but it's not an impossible one to build the bridge across.
So for this case, we help a HDB upgrader to actually upgrade to a private property with all the timeline planned out properly and with little top-up as well. The client came to us wanting to upgrade with a set of requirements in mind. So basically, they wanted a bigger space as well as moving closer to schools for their children. However, they came from a 3-room HDB flat, and to upgrade to a 1.6 million 3-bedder private property, it seems to be very far-fetched.
Instead of using a very broad perspective, we will divide this entire process into smaller milestones. With smaller milestones, it will be easier to understand and easier to digest for the clients. This entire process does not happen overnight, so you need a little bit of time and effort, but we will definitely get there.
Firstly, we get the property valuation for their first home to ensure that the returns will be able to fund for the next property. We then proceed to a financial forecast to ensure monthly installment will be well taken care of. Once we establish the budget in mind, we actually start searching for their ideal property with all the requirements and as well as the price range in mind. So with all these criteria, we actually managed to narrow down quite quickly to what they actually want.
Some key considerations were, number 1, the property's holding power. Number 2 would be the capital appreciation of the property. 3, if the clients were to rent it out in the future, the rental yield. 4, good public transport infrastructure. 5th and the last one would be the proximity to a good primary school. With that in mind, we systematically narrowed down our sample size of 20 projects down to 2.
From there, they actually felt more confident to sell their first property because they already know what their next home is. With this, we are able to market the unit aggressively. And within a month, we managed to get an offer that is the highest within that Bishan area.
To give some background context, the HDB Resale Price Index has actually been on an uptrend for the past few quarters. This is actually beneficial for our client, which has the intention to sell their HDB in the first place. Our advice for our client is to ride this upward trend as we were more confident to secure a higher transacted price for them.
It takes a lot of courage for them to sell their first property, and we are thankful for that because with this, we are able to actually execute what we have planned for them.
The upgrading process was very pleasant and smooth, all thanks to the team effort from 2 parties. The entire process took around 4 months from start to end. Right now, our clients are at their final milestone. They are waiting to move in to their brand new condo.
We are honored that they chose us to be part of their journey, because to see them progress in terms of asset and as well as improving of their life, to achieving something that they thought that is very far-fetched, it actually makes our job very fulfilling. We are grateful to them for entrusting their asset to us so that we can bring them to greater heights.